In this video, we'll look at relational expressions in if statements. I'm going to start a new file here, touch relational.java. Open that. We're going to have input in this program, so I'm just going to go start off with the import statement rather than add it later. This will be very common in your own programs too. And then we'll go into public class, relational, public static void, main, string brackets args. And we'll put an output statement. It says what this program is for, demonstrating relational expressions. So rather than using a Boolean to control the execution of an if statement, we can make a comparison directly in an if statement. Right? So for example, suppose I have different cashiers at the grocery. Right? If you have 5 items or less, right, you go in an express lane. Right? So I'll make a variable here, number, let's say limit for express lane equals 5. Right, then we'll ask the user, so if we're going to ask the user anything, I have to create a scanner object. I'm going to do that up here. So use new scanner system.in. I don't want to interrupt my logic down here. Right, so I say system out print how many items do you have? And then say int num items equals keyboard dot next int. All right, so what I want to say is if I want to print a message, if they can use the express lane. So say if, here's where we have a relational expression, if number of items is less than or equal to, so ordinarily in algebra, right, algebraic notation, right, we might say less than or equal with the underline, like that. Right, but you don't have this key on a keyboard, right, so we'll just use 2 keys, less than, which is the shift comma, right, and the equal sign, right, up by the delete key. Now you're right, okay, less than or equal to what? Right, well, less than or equal to my limit, the express lane here. So I can compare 2 values by means of the variables. So this line here, line 12, is a header. That's the conditional statement header. It needs to be followed with curly braces. And then that's now where I'll print my message. I'll say print system.out.println. You can use the express lane, semicolon. So let's see the result of that. Compile. How many items do you have? 3. You can use the express lane. So run it again. Recall that the point of using input statements is so that you can run your program with different inputs to see different results. So I'm going to run it again without recompiling because I haven't made any changes. And say, okay, I have 7 items. Okay, so the statement does not execute. Right, so we don't have, right, I don't get permission to use the express lane, right, because this statement was false. First time, num items was 3. 3 is less than or equal to 5. The second time, num items was 7. 7 is not less than or equal to 5. So this relation is false. So when the relation is false, everything between the braces gets skipped. Well, there's nothing else in the program. That's the last thing we see. You can compare different ways too. Suppose we get free shipping, right? If we have $25 or more from Amazon. So let's set that. Free prices are doubles, so the free shipping limit, or free shipping, let's call it the free shipping minimum, equals $25. Right? And then we'll ask, right, how much, how much is your subtotal? Right? That's a double. And so our subtotal is, and we'll stop and use next double for that. And now we can say, all right, well, if the subtotal is greater than or equal to, it's equal to 25, you get it, the free shipping minimum, right, we'll print you get free shipping. Recompile that. Run it again. All right, so we're up here, right? How many items do you have? We're still on that part. 3. Okay, I can use the express lane. What is the subtotal? 30. $30. I get free shipping. Yay! Right. These things are independent of each other. Right? Two separate if statements, so they don't have to both be true or both be false. I'll run it again without recompiling. So I have 9 items, but they're cheap. They only come to $15. I didn't see either one of them. So I can't use the express lane, and I didn't get free shipping. The subtotal, let's say they're not so cheap, $50.15. I get free shipping, but I can't use the express lane. So there are altogether there's 6 relational operators you can use. We've seen 2 of them here. So there's less than or equal, greater than or equal. Equal, if you want to compare to see if 2 things are the same, use 2 equal signs. Right? And because 1 equal sign is already means something. So we have to have a different symbol here. So 2 equal signs is to compare things for equality. And if you want to ask if 2 things are not equal, use exclamation point equal. So that means not equal. Right? And in algebra, right, we would write that. That key doesn't exist. We don't have that on a keyboard, so we have to use 2 symbols to get there.